I'm Evan Bogart. We're coming to you live from Bloomfield, New York. You can email the show, thebogartpodcast at gmail.com. So I wanted to talk about how I got into podcasting. I've done so many podcasts that I wanted to maybe go back in history to when I started. So it was back in 2008. I got an iPod Touch. And I was fooling around with it, and I noticed that there was an iPod app, and I screwed around with that, and then I came up with, or I stumbled upon the Kevin Smith podcast, Smodcast. So I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool, and after that I was hooked. So and then in 2009 I started the Basement Podcast with David Parshall and Dan Raymond. They were two of my friends from high school that I grew up with, and so I started that. Why I picked the name The Basement Podcast was because I was living in my parents' basement at the time, and when I was doing that, I was having the time of my life. I thought I was on top of the world, and and I did that for about till 2011, and then actually no, it was 2010 that I ended the Basement Podcast. And then how I explain the next part was a 5-year depression that I had. I ended up working dead-end jobs that I did not like. I was in and out of apartments most of the time. I was on probation for something that was really stupid, and I'm not proud of that. And the worst part was moving back to my parents' house. And my parents never approved of my lifestyle, so it was rough going back. And then in 2015 was the end of the depression. My probation was ended in 2015. I was fed up of living with my parents, so I moved into my girlfriend's house, and I was living with my girlfriend's family, and then 2015 I bought my first house. Well, you could call it mobile home, but I bought my first house, and then 2016 I started Beer Pirate Radio. I wanted to be a podcast network, and have many podcasts on the network. And then I came up with the name Beer Pirate Radio. After I created Beer Pirate Radio, I needed some talent, so I asked Dwayne Wilt to come in, and then after that, it kind of went downhill. I could tell other people on the podcasts didn't want to be there anymore or didn't want to do it, so I was like, okay, well, and then I just ended the things probably like a year and a half later. So, and then I had another podcast in 2019 called Trailer Park Problems, but I didn't feel it and whatnot, so that brings us to today. The Bogart Podcast is an audio and video podcast, so you can watch it, whatnot. Did a lot of research doing the video podcasting and how to do it. So, and that's about it. David Parshall, how have you been, brother?
Living the dream.
Let's talk about how you know me. Where did you meet me? How did we introduce ourselves to each other? What would you think?
2nd grade.
We had a teacher, and we had the same teacher in 2nd grade, and we also had Boy Scouts together. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't remember. I think it was like one of your parents was making homemade ice cream or something like that.
Yep.
I
Yep.
remember that. And then my mom told me not to be your friend because something you did in some field trip for the Boy Scouts or something like that. I think you like terrorized some poor kid in the bathroom, throwing like toilet paper or something like that all over
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So that's why your parents hate me.
I don't think they hate you. It's just they told me just to be careful being your friend and whatnot. I don't know. But anyways, that they always tell me the story but that was happening in elementary school. We were all young and dumb then. Why are you living in Florida? Tell us that side of you.
Work. Work brought me to Florida.
Like what kind of work? Like let the listeners know what kind of work you do.
I'm a stay-at-home dad.
But your wife works down there as well, right?
Yes, she works for the government.
So how was your week, my friend?
It was okay.
Yeah, tell me about. You told me about the bike that you got for your daughter.
Yep, we bought her a bicycle. We got it from Target. Yeah. The receipt, I can't remember exactly what the price. Let me look. I think we have it over here. No, we don't have the receipt. But anywho, so we bought it from Target. And, we were shopping around to see what place had the best prices. We went to Target, like I said, for the fifth time. And then we went to this another place called the Exchange, which is a members-only type of place. And at the Exchange, the bikes were, I don't know, some amount more. And then we went back to to Target because I had the better price. And I stayed in the car because we had a bunch of groceries and keeping the AC blasting because, Florida living, all the refrigeratable stuff will be ruined. So anywho, so she goes, buys the bike, comes back. She's like, hey, check out the receipt. So I'm looking, and it's like regular price $100 or whatever the price was. But then it was marked down to like $35, probably because it was an open box. But yeah.
So you might have gotten a return.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A bike that they couldn't figure out how to fix or put together, and whatnot. So,
yeah. So yeah, $35.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of like I look on YouTube and stuff like that and find these people that go to Walmart and they use these scanning apps to see what the prices are. They'll buy them on clearance and then resell them on the internet.
Yeah, there's this when I was away for my part-time job that I have. I was away for work, and this fella who has this part-time job, we went to a restaurant, but he wanted to go check out this one place to see what kind of deals he could find to resell on one of those major websites that people got addicted to during these past couple years. I'm talking about Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, but there's this guy called Phoenix Resale on YouTube, and all he does is like goes to pawn shops. He'll go to Walmart when they have the clearance. He'll go to all these different basically stores and tries to buy video games cheap and then sells them to Amazon for like double or not really double, but like a good amount of profit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. I love watching his videos. Retro Rick, that's another one I like. So yeah, my week. The dog was sick most of the week. Don't know what she got into. There's two things that could have happened. Three actually. The heat, that it's been crazy hot here. And
oh yeah, how hot?
Well, probably not as hot as Florida, but I mean,
I keep track of the weather in both places. They're pretty similar.
But it's been hot, and Lucy's probably just getting adjusted to the weather and stuff like that. And then number two, I think she might have ate a pill at my grandma's house.
Oh my God.
because
What are you doing giving your dog pills?
No, I'm not giving my dog pills. She must have found it on the ground that my grandma must have dropped, and she ate it and got sick. Or three, she drank creek water. This creek that we went to, she drank some of the water and got sick from that. I don't know.
Well, she is up there in age, so could be anything.
She'll be 5.
Yeah, that's what they tell her, but she's way older than 5.
No, she's 5.
Yeah,
She's got to be 5.
She's way older. That's an old dog. You got ripped off. You bought an old
No.
dog thinking it was a puppy.
I didn't get ripped off because I adopted her. It's not like I paid retail price for a beagle. To you, she's older, but to me, she'll be 5 at the end of this month. So she has her yearly appointment on Thursday, and then that's the day before Laura, my girlfriend, is going
You have
to
a girlfriend now? Oh, congratulations.
Oh, you know. Anyways, she's going to have carpal tunnel surgery.
Again?
Yeah.
She just had it a couple years ago.
Yeah, she's having her left hand done this time.
Oh, my Lanta.
So she's going to be out for 6 weeks. And yeah, so
how was camping?
That we didn't go camping because
didn't go camping? Oh my god.
Yeah, we didn't go camping because the vet said it wasn't a good idea to have Lucy out in the heat, and especially when she couldn't keep down anything. It wasn't a smart idea. She could have got even more sick, so we didn't go. But I guess the whole time my parents were telling me that they were working on the new cabin that they have up there.
Awesome.
And so I don't know how much time they had to actually have a vacation there instead of, because they're going to help out with my grandfather's cabin. So.
Do you have new glasses?
No, I have 3 pairs of glasses.
They almost look like the glasses that I'm wearing.
No, yours is more.
Just for the record, for all you listeners out there, we're FaceTiming and recording this separate locations.
Yeah, so he's in Jacksonville, Florida. I am in Bloomfield, New York. And
greatest city on earth.
And I was trying to figure out how we could do a podcast together, but be in separate states. And I YouTubed it and looked on the internet and.
And you know, when you sent me that video of how to do it, I never ended up watching that video.
I figured you didn't, so. But, yeah. All right.
Did you do any, speaking of, losing money, the lottery?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so.
Being 1.3 billion or whatever. Did you play it at all?
I didn't play it. I didn't have any spare cash, so.
You didn't have $2? $2 to spare?
No, because you can't buy lotto tickets with credit cards or debit cards.
Go rummage your change drawer.
Yeah, I could have. We have this parrot thing. I'll show you. But it's filled with loose change.
Yeah.
And I could have broke it open and probably got $2, but yeah, no, I didn't play. No, it was like 1.4, I think, or 1.5 billion dollars.
I don't think it was that much.
You don't think it was that much?
No.
I
remember it was like 1.2 something or another, or 1.3. Yeah.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, it might have been 1.2.
That's only like what, $600 or $600 million after taxes.
Yeah.
Please.
What would be the first thing you would do if you won the lottery?
I would call a lawyer.
Call a lawyer?
Yep. I'm like, hey, I just won the lottery. I'm trying to lawyer up. Change my email address and my telephone. Not tell anybody. Sit on it for a while. Make copies of the ticket. Put it in a safe.
Yeah.
Things that I would buy all my dream guitars. I would buy, my dream muscle car, which is a, first generation Camaro. I would buy an awesome Volkswagen Vanagon bus, and then I would just get fat and happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I brought this up in the older podcast, but I think I would do. They have this like $2 million mansion.
Yeah.
It's on a golf course,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you have to be approved into the golf course, the country club, to live there, and they like you can order food from their restaurant and stuff like that. So
You're talking about Bristol Harbor.
Well, Bristol Harbor is no longer.
Yeah, I know, but when it was in its heyday.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, this place is in Victor, New York. And I think I would buy that. And then I would have like Laura's mom and the whole family live with us. So yeah, I would do that. I would help out Laura's family, and then they wouldn't have to worry about working ever again and stuff like that.
And then you blow through $1.3 billion in the first year. And then
That's
back to living in the park.
It's like, can I buy back my trailer, please? So, all right. So I found these would you rather questions. Mm-hmm. So we'll start with the first one. Would you rather only be able to take a cold shower or take a shower only for 5 minutes at a time?
For 5 minutes at a time. Let me tell you about showering. When I went to boot camp, right, okay, we had like 30 seconds to take a shower.
That's it?
So like, that's nothing. 5 minutes, that's like so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Yeah, I think I would, you know what, to tell you the truth, I think I would take a cold shower because, some hot days I would rather take a cold shower. And if I had to take a shower, it has to be longer than 5 minutes. So, all right, next one. Would you rather be an NFL quarterback or be an MLB pitcher?
I don't know. I don't really know much about either of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to decline.
I think I would be...
No, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, which one gets all the ladies?
I don't know. I think probably NFL. Because I think that's a bigger sport than MLB, to tell you the truth. I mean, maybe not, because I can't, I'm not a really big baseball guy. I can't really sit through a game because I just get bored. Like, the NFL, there's always action going on. I mean, I don't know. But
I don't know. Maybe I'll be an MLB pitcher.
All right. Let me see.
I'll be a closer. Be a closer for the Yankees.
Okay. Would you rather have a power to spawn mac and cheese or be able to shoot soda out of your fingers?
I would say shoot soda out of my fingers because I'm sick of mac and cheese.
I love I can eat mac and cheese. I haven't in a while because before it was like every meal when we moved into the trailer, every meal that I had was mac and cheese. Like every night I would be like over the stove making mac and cheese, but then I got like sodium poisoning basically, and I ended up passing out. I woke up one morning, I felt like really lightheaded, and I passed out. And so my mom had to take me to the emergency room, and they were like, "Yeah, you just been eating like shit, and it made you pass out." So, but yeah, you know what? If I could spawn mac and cheese, I would probably do it. You know what? The best mac and cheese, but they discontinued it, was Chipotle mac and cheese that Velveeta made. That was the best mac and cheese ever.
See, I like the Velveeta mac and cheese. I hate boxed mac and cheese, that comes in the powder.
Mm-hmm.
I hate people's homemade mac and cheese because everybody says that their mother or their grandmother makes the best homemade mac and cheese, and it's always dry as shit, and they put breadcrumbs on top and make it even more dry. I like macaroni and cheese from what's that place called Pantera Bread. Um, Places like that have mac and cheese in a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Soul food, like the Southern style mac and cheese made by the soul food people, the African Americans. They make probably pretty good mac and cheese. But yeah, I like Velveeta mac and cheese, but I hate Kraft macaroni and cheese out of the box with the powdered shit.
Oh yeah, that's gross. Yeah.
And once you have kids, that's all they want to eat is Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Ugh. Yeah. All right. I think I got like 2 more, and then we'll probably wrap up the show. Would you rather live in Las Vegas or live in New York City?
New York City.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's more expensive to live out in New York City than it is Las Vegas.
Is cost an option, or do we have to worry about cost?
Well, I imagine so, because if you want to live there,
or just yeah. I went to Las Vegas once, went to New York City once, but I just the city it calls to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I could go to Rangers games whenever I want.
Yeah. I guess if money wasn't an option,
Subway. I could have New York style pizza whenever I want. I could go down to the local bodega, get a tall boy, a Jenny cream ale.
Yeah. Oh.
Have bagels.
Talking about beer, Oktoberfest is coming back. I see ads all the time for Sam Adams. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Sam Adams Oktoberfest used to be my favorite too, but I want to say Rohrbox's Oktoberfest is already out. Genesee's, theirs is coming out soon, but like everything that Genesee does with their special series stuff is just you guys can't see, but I'm doing the Italian fingers. Mm-hmm. It's just like amazing.
Yeah,
I just love everything that they're doing.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather be in a music video or have one line in a movie?
Probably be in a music video.
I was going to say the same, because you can go on YouTube and can watch that music video 100 times, but you would have to like fast forward through a movie just to have that one line that you were in. So, is there anything else, or we're going to wrap up the show here?
Yeah, I got some other stuff,
Okay.
We could just, so like I've been noticing every time I go to the gym, right? I just do cardio and stuff. I put in my headphones and listen to stuff, music mostly. But I always end up having terrible gas. Like farts.
Like on the treadmill?
Terrible gas, yeah. I'm just like, doing my thing, and then like farts are coming out, and I'm like, I just start to giggle, and I wonder like if anybody around me, because I can't hear what's going on, because I got headphones. If anyone's just like, oh my god, this guy's farting over here. But do you ever have anything like that happen to you? You get like super gassy when you're at the gym?
No, I haven't been super gassy in a pretty long time. I remember when we first moved into the place I live at now. And when I was sleeping, I would have the sewage farts.
Sewage farts?
It would just smell like sewage, like
ew.
Like straight up, like a sewage plant was like living underneath our blankets, because it was just the worst smell ever. Laura was like, "Oh my god, this is so gross." So, but yeah, I used to have sewage farts all the time probably about like 7 years ago.
Yeah, well,
no, I was gonna say, I mean, like, I think like the first episode, you didn't really know what to do, And you're like,
Please.
well, I don't know. Maybe that's it, but I think it was like the first episode. You weren't really sure how this was going to go from there. But yeah, so I had a crazy fucking week. So I made a TikTok commercial.
God. A TikTok. Oh God.
I made a TikTok commercial for the Bogart podcast, and
you're too old for the TikTok.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I see TikToks that range from middle age to whatever.
Yeah, but they don't have I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. But you know, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. But another thing that sorry to interrupt you, but going back to when I was talking with my cousin via text message, relatively not necessarily important, but let me go back on my things with him real quick. Like, okay, yeah. So it was the episode where you were talking about DoorDash and chicken wings. And I told him, I honestly don't remember what we talked about in it. I'm like an actor when it comes to them. I don't listen to them. And then, so what came to my mind when I was talking with him about, because I was like, hey man, thanks so much for listening to it and all that good stuff. And he was asking questions about like, who does like the intro music? I'm like, I think it's like royalty free stuff, but I don't know. But he's like, you guys are funny. And I said, like, what I think that this show is like these two idiots who don't know how to explain stuff try to explain stuff.
Like confusing stoners trying to figure out something. But we're not stoners though, but yeah. But yeah, I made it.
Go back to your crazy week.
All right, so I made a TikTok commercial, and I was like, well, I'll just put out the Podcast.com and see if anyone has traffic. And it got I think 200 and some odd views.
Whoa.
For the commercial. So I was like, oh, that worked. And then it went up 4% on the website. So I was like, well, something was working. So I think it was a success. What do you think?
Well, you know how, because like the only social media things that I do now is the Instagram, which is, you know, owned by the Facebook Corporation or the Metaverse, whatever you want to call it these days. But it'll always be Facebook. So you know how you got some videos like recently. I don't know if it's recently, but let's just say recently they changed the thing to where all videos are now reels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you had one recently of you playing with a dog in the front lawn. Let me just pull it up real quick, Evan.
Yeah. So what David's talking about is that I posted. I was playing with Lucy, and we filled a little toy with peanut butter, and she was trying to get it, and she was just chasing me back and forth. This is what David's talking about.
All right, let's see. Where is this? Right here. Okay, so here's the video. It has 202 likes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Click on the likes. Guess how many plays it has, just off the top of your head?
4,000.
I want you to think. Okay, if you say you think it's 4,000.
Yeah.
7,924 plays.
I'm going viral.
You went viral, and then a couple weeks ago, the love of my life, she posted a video of what was like pouring out one day here in Florida. So she took a video of it, and she's like, "I got all these likes. I don't know who any of these people are. I think it was supposed to be private, but it's not." And maybe she made it private. I don't know. But anywho, so that currently has 104 likes, and the views has 2,473.
Oh my god!
It's like, oh my god, babe, you went viral.
Yeah,
we're gonna be famous. We're gonna be famous.
Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do next with the TikTok.
Wait, hold on 1 second. So this was August 3rd. I put up a video also of when it was pouring out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I did something cool. I videotaped it in slow motion, right?
Yeah.
I have 4 likes and 51 plays because I have my thingy private, so the only people that see it are the people that I'm friends with, which isn't that many. But anywho, all right. So you made a commercial on TikTok, and it upped traffic to the stuff.
Up the traffic for the website
by 0.5%.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing for the merch is doing a commercial for the beer koozies, because those are awesome. They came out perfect. It was a little bit of work, but they came out awesome. I've been having a little trailer park problem. There was some people doing some dirty things in the park.
Oh, yeah? Let's hear it.
So, one morning, Laura gets up and goes outside and sees a John Welsh a truck next to the fence near where we live. And on the other side of the fence, there's a garage that these people, or there's a house and a garage that these people own. So,
behind the house? Behind?
No, not
park, or
like if you were going into my park on the left side, there's that house that's right next to 2 trailers.
Okay.
So, John Welsh truck was there, backed up next to the fence. Laura tells me, or probably around noon that day, a cop knocks on my door. And I'm like, yep. I had the door open because it was cool air.
Like, hey, how you doing? I didn't do anything, I swear.
No. So he's like, oh, did you see a truck at 11? A black truck. And I said, no. And I told him Laura saw a truck at 5 a.m. up in the fence. And they're like, oh, okay, well, thanks you anyways. So then the next day, I'm washing dishes, and a detective comes up.
Oh, shit.
So he is like, hey, cops talked to you the other day. What did he say to me exactly? Oh, he's like,
spread him, punk. Quit resisting.
And so he wanted basically the same information I told the cop. And so I asked him, like, what's going on? He's like, oh, well, we think the person in the brown trailer is stealing a snowblower from the garage. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I told him about the 5 o'clock in the morning, Laura saw a truck next to the fence. So, the next day, they get a search warrant for the brown garage. And I'll post if you're watching this on Facebook, I'll post up a picture of what I saw. But, there was a search warrant with a bunch of cops, state troopers, 2 detectives.
FBI, KGB, CIA.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then the guy stole a truck, stole a snowblower, and I have not yet seen anything on Mobile Patrol about his arrest. So I think he went back to Rochester, because that was originally where he was from, was Rochester. So
do you have cameras around your property now?
No. I only have the one that's by my door, my ring, but I mean, all of my stuff that I own is right where that camera is. So I don't.
No, not for you, like to see what's going down in the park. Next time that there's some robberizations going on, you can catch it on video and give it to the feds.
I mean,
you got that bay window in the kitchen that like sees everything that's going on in the front
Mm-hmm.
of your place. So you could totally put like something inside, watch it outside.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I got another ring for that bay window or whatever, right? That thing would keep on going off 24/7 because cars drive by,
Well, don't
kids
do a ring
walk.
camera.
What's that?
Don't do a ring camera.
Oh, just do like a continuously recording one that has like a hard drive or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What?
I think that costs a lot of money though. I think the the rings I only pay like $4 a month to get unlimited storage and. This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.